Patrick's Day March never gets old in Youngstown. Every year there are marching bands, fire engines, and absurdly painted dogs. A new addition, though, this time around, the guy with absurd hair. What's your real name?
Donald.
Your real name is Donald?
I'm Donald.
Okay. This is a working-class town that votes Democrat, so the crossover to Trump float gets minimal reaction, and the cheers, well, they kind of hang in the air.
Let me hear you kids yell, Donald! Donald! We give candy, Donald!
But these Trump supporters are convinced there are converts to be had.
I think we're like 2,000 crossover Democrats, including my twin brother, and we're just unbelievable.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Have you voted Republican before?
No, I voted for Barack Obama the last 2 campaigns, but I'll vote Republican this time.
Go Trump!
The Trump factor is definitely there for me. Obviously, the biggest thing is it's not politics as usual. You get it? Nice catch. I think that we need to be led by someone who has interest in our country first, and obviously not so much a special interest.
In Youngstown, we make steel.
Youngstown was once boomtown. Mills brought workers by the thousand to Steel Valley. But today it has the fastest falling population of any town in America, hollowed out by globalization and disinvestment. Now there are only rusty remnants of its past glory. But what's that? A property tycoon has taken wing to bring a miracle?
Your coal industry is dead. Your steel industry is dead.
In an airport hangar not far away, Donald Trump is artfully pushing buttons. He shares with his followers a conversation with an Ohio businessman about local companies going offshore.
And he said, it's so sad, Mr. Trump. Right over there, Eaton Corp going to Mexico. Right over there, Ford going to Mexico. Then he pointed over here, he pointed to 2 or 3 other places. And I said, wow, that's sad. And that's what's happening, folks. That's what's happening. With me, it's not going to happen anymore. We're not going to be the dummies anymore. We're not going to be the dummies anymore.
I'm a displaced steel worker. I had to reinvent myself at 47 years old with 3 kids in high school. I'm very typical of the people in this area. I think Trump's resonating because there's a lot of bitterness right now.
Everything has gone overseas into Mexico. Nobody's doing anything about it. He's the only one that's been saying, bring the jobs back home.
In fact, Governor John Kasich constantly talks jobs on the campaign trail.
And that town where I grew up, if the wind blew the wrong way, people found themselves out of work. And the pain.
The governor's had trouble cutting through against the human news cycle that is Donald Trump, something he's tried to make a virtue of.
I want you to know that I will not take the low road to the highest office in the land. I will not.
If you look hard enough in Youngstown, you'll find support for Trump in the most unlikely places. This lesbian couple confessed they haven't told their Democrat friends they've found Trump.
Because of your sexuality, you've talked about your interest in tolerance. And I just wonder, when you see scenes where you see black kids being punched in the face by supporters of Trump.
That's not fair. It's not right what he does on that part. I know there's some things where he's going to have to chill out on. He's going to have to not, it's not going to work. I think he'll be able to use his head once he gets in there.
I got to vote for Trump. I'm sorry, I got to.
The Trump juggernaut just keeps rolling on. We'll know tonight whether his new friends will give him Ohio.
I'm joined now by 2 Republican women from Youngstown, Tracy Wimbush and Kathy Miller. Kathy, can I ask you first? Some people are watching back in Britain and thinking, Donald Trump in the White House, Donald Trump, US president. You can't be serious.
Yes, we're absolutely serious in Mahoning Valley. The interest in supporting Mr. Trump has been incredible.
He's not a naturally presidential figure, though, is he? I mean, this is someone who he kind of shoots from the hip. He apparently engages in certainly some reactionary talk. He's been accused of inciting violence in his campaign.
Well, I was at the campaign rally last night in Youngstown. That's certainly not the case. I think it's been exaggerated, unfortunately, by the media and the few people who have tried to cause some trouble. So it was a very orderly event, very excited to see him, and I think he will be very presidential. I think this is just a way to get noticed and to kind of be a person that's not political, who's running really for a big office the first time.
Is that what matters to you most, the fact that he comes from outside the political milieu, that he's not an establishment figure?
To a certain extent, but the other is that he's an entrepreneur. I think we've had a socialist, and now we need an entrepreneur, somebody who knows how to get it done the first time and to get it done right. I think we've had just tons of screw-ups all over on both parties, and so I think that's what's created a lot of interest, that he's a get-it-done guy.
A get-it-done guy, Tracy. Sounds fantastic. Sounds just the right kind of guy. You don't agree, of course.
No, I don't agree. I think he is a reality TV president. And that bothers me because he doesn't have the experience of government. At a boardroom, you buy what you don't know. In government, you have to know what you don't know and then execute it. And I don't think he's an executor. He has no idea how to work with Congress, how to negotiate with them and play the political game.
The difficulty is, speaking to people here in Youngstown, it's a depressed area. There's been economic struggles here for a long time. And those who do seem to support Trump, that's what's driving them. They're saying, look, we've voted for both parties. They've never been able to fix our problems, and we think he might be able to.
But John Kasich has been a man of action. He's always fixed the problem. So when he was in Congress, he balanced the budget.
So how has he failed to sell that? Why is it that people in Ohio don't know that? Why are they beguiled by Trump?
It's celebrity. You know, you get caught up in the news. I call it the Jerry Springer generation. They get caught up in the nuances of it, and they really don't look at the substance of what people are saying.
What do you want to see from Donald Trump in the White House on his first day? What's the thing you most want to see changed?
His feet not on the desk.
Well, we can't be guaranteed that that's not going to happen, but women, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck to both of you, I guess, tonight. Okay.